The following is an exclusive presentation of CST.
Tonight, the Aggies welcome Texas Tech to Aggie Land. Last week, the Aggies took the series from their arch rival, the Texas Longhorns, for the first time since 2003. Tonight, A&M ace Michael Waka takes to the mound, and he hopes to mow down the Tech hitters. Both catchers will need to be on their toes as the Aggies are fourth in the nation in steals, while the Raiders' Jamadric Magruder is second nationally in stolen bases. It's the Raiders and Aggies next on CST. Park in College Station, Cox Sports Television is proud to present Texas A&M baseball. It's a Big 12 showdown tonight as the 9th-ranked Aggies take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And we now bring you into the broadcast booth. Glad to have you with us. I'm Will Johnson alongside Alan Cannon, and AC certainly is an important one within the conference. And for proof, you don't have to look any further than the standings.
In those Big 12 standings, you've got Baylor there at the top, but everyone else battling, trying to get to Oklahoma City, and this is a big weekend for Texas A&M and Texas Tech.
Certainly the Red Raiders, they're just right above one of those last spots in the conference tournament. They need wins to get there. For Texas A&M, when you talk about them offensively, the discussion always starts with Tyler Naquin. But if you want to continue talking about this lineup, you're going to have to bring up some freshmen, Blake Alleman and Chance Bolserick.
Number 1 and number 2 on your numerical roster on Texas A&M, and they've been key freshmen for the Aggies this spring, and Rob Childress.
The Aggies have this duo, and they have combined to hit .311 in 2012. Rob Childress knows he has a very good young duo.
Well, they've been huge for us, and Blake Alleman was a guy that grew up in our camps and was a kid that we really just loved the way he went about his business. A little bit of an undersized guy that we felt like, man, 2 years in our program, maybe 3, he's going to be a guy that's going to find his way into the starting lineup. Chance Bolserick was a guy that we really were high on in the recruiting process, and late in the spring at Brenham, he broke his hamate bone and, didn't have surgery till late in the summer, so he went through the entire fall basically swinging with one hand, and we never really saw the best of him until we got into the spring practices, and, the opportunities he's been provided, he's made the most of, and he's been a great team player, and he's going to be a fun one to watch the rest of this season and on throughout his career here at Texas A&M.
AC, for Texas Tech, it's anything but a freshman. The guy that makes them go, he's been around for a while. Second baseman, Jamadric Magruder.
Magruder, it doesn't take him long once he gets on first base to get to second base. One of the top stolen base leaders in all of Big 12 history. Magruder can get there in a hurry.
Yeah, Texas A&M will certainly have to be aware of that Red Raider. We are getting ready to get this one started from Bluebell Park in College Station. Tech has not won a series at A&M since 1973. They'll try and turn the tides on the Aggies when we come back. It's A&M baseball on CST.
Take 5 drive-through oil change begins with a free beverage and ends with our certified technician's appreciation. Never high-pressure sales tactics, just a remarkable 12-point oil change service, all in just 5 minutes. And this April, join Take 5 Oil in supporting the Zephyrs baseball team. Visit a Take 5 for an oil change and receive a free game voucher good for 2 Zephyr tickets. Visit our web at take5oilchange.com for more money-saving coupons.
All you gotta do is take 5.
This is bigger than a bus. This is a team of transportation experts, cleaning crews that love to see things shine, mechanics who obsess over safety, drivers who care about your comfort. This is a family business, connecting the Gulf Coast for more than 75 years. No, this is a lot bigger than a bus. This is Calco Travel and Hotard Coaches.
Hi, everyone. I'm Victor Howell.
And I'm Paul Crane. Be sure to join us Saturday night for CST Tonight. We'll have plenty of football as always, but with two newcomers coming into the SEC, we'll have reports from both Texas A&M and Missouri.
We're going to check in on the winding down of the college baseball season, the NBA playoffs continue, and the run for the roses as the Kentucky Derby takes place. We'll have all that and more Saturday night on CST Tonight.
We were very, very pleased, and everyone that I've spoken to has had a good experience with Window World. There's no doubt that these windows are going to pay for themselves in the energy savings. We've already seen just a substantial drop in the amount of time that our unit has to run, even though we've changed the thermostat setting. Actually been one of the nicest things we've done for our home. It makes our home look a lot better, frankly.
Call for a free in-home estimate or go to windowworldinfo.com. Window World.
Texas A&M and Texas Tech tonight on CST from Bluebell Park, Texas Tech. It'll start with Jamadrick Magruder, and then it's Redmond and Barnes. Barnes is a veteran. He's been around for a while, and you can say the same about Scott Lejeune, the DH. The catcher is Bo Altabelli. Stephen Hagan having a good year at first base. See, he hit a couple of home runs on Tuesday night against New Mexico State, drove in 6. Proudfoot, Lopez, and more. They round out the Texas Tech batting order, and they are all set to face Michael Wacha.
Michael Wacha, number 38, his 12th appearance of the year, 12th start, 6-0 record, 2.22 ERA, has 2 complete games, 77 innings of work, 63 hits, 22 runs, 19 earned, only 14 walks, 78 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .227 against this right-hander from Texarkana.
Behind Wacha, the A&M defense, Brandon Wood in left field. Cray Bratson was a late addition to the lineup just minutes before we get started here. Cray Bratson inserted into the lineup. Tyler Naquin, not only is he big offensively, he's got a huge arm out in right field. Blake Alleman, the freshman, at third base. Mikey Reynolds at shortstop. Right side of the infield is Arthur and House. Troy Stein's been swinging a good bat. He's behind the plate. Rob Childress, 7th season here at Texas A&M. He's trying to get the Aggies into the NCAA tournament for the 6th year in a row. He will likely do so. A&M hoping to host throughout the postseason. Well, today Texas A&M is trying to strike out breast cancer, and they're doing so throughout the weekend. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Weekend here at Olsen Field at Bluebell Park, and throwing out the first pitches were some of the mothers of the Aggie players. Tammy Stripling, the mother of Ross, Kay Castellea, the mother of Nick Castellea, and Roanna Naquin, the mother of Tyler Naquin, as well as Cray Bratson's grandmother. They are all breast cancer survivors, and in a great moment here before the game, they threw out ceremonial first pitches to their sons and one grandson. They are trying to strike out breast cancer throughout the weekend at Bluebell Park. Texas A&M baseball supporting a great cause, and we are ready to go. AC, first pitch to Jamadrick Magruder, a call strike.
And first pitch strike is the MO on Michael Wacha. He likes to work ahead in the count.
Jamadrick Magruder coming into tonight with a .378 average. He's seen Michael Wacha quite a bit in his career. These two have dueled, and Magruder is 1 for 5 in his career at Texas Tech against Michael Wacha.
A left-handed batter, and does a good job going the opposite way.
0-2 pitch. Fouled off a couple, and he stays alive.
One of the things Texas Tech would like to do is get the pitch count up on Michael Wacha. There have been a couple of Big 12 series. I know Kansas State, Missouri Friday night. You get that pitch count up and get him off the mound, and that's what Coach Dan Spencer for Texas Tech would dial up.
0-2 pitch is outside. In the open, we talked about how Magruder can get around the bases. 35 for 40 in his stolen base attempts this year, and he is aboard to start the ball game. Lead single for Magruder. He's pretty fired up about it. And now you've got 35 stolen bases. on the paths.
I tell you what, though, just a great job of battling up there, fighting off a couple of pitches, being behind in the count 1-2, but he just stayed back, trusted his hands, looked like an off-speed pitch, and he lifted it out over the second baseman's head for a base hit.
Reed Redmond in a .313 average to the plate. 28th start of the year for Redmond. He's got a home run and 16 driven in. And obviously you're going to see this a lot with Magruder on base.
See the sun not quite in the first baseman's eyes yet. It will set and become an issue here in this ball game.
That's high. 2 balls, no strikes to Redmond. Texas Tech third baseman.
See the sun setting behind the third base stands, and here a few more minutes, probably about the bottom half of the first inning. That first baseman, as he looks back to the pitcher, is going to be looking directly into that sun.
A 91-degree day here in College Station.
You did say it was May, right?
Yes. We had a stoppage in play. The right fielder Tyler Naquin headed into the corner.
Probably the gate left open to the bullpen.
He had to take care of that, and we're set to go again. 2-1 count now to Redmond after that strike.
Wacha is a quick worker out there on the mound. He gets the ball, gets the signal, and he's ready to roll.
It's a foul ball right back onto the screen, even things up 2-2. So it's a hot day in the Brazos Valley. A little bit of a south wind. Shouldn't factor in too much. Another throw to first base to check on Jamontrick Magruder.
2-2 count, ideal to run on, and Magruder getting a good lead there at first base.
A&M comes into tonight 32-13. The Red Raiders are 26-22. Another throw over for Texas Tech. They're going to have to get hot if they hope for the NCAA postseason.
So move right there. Tag pretty close. Always like the left-handed first baseman to slap that quick tag down on that hand reaching in at first base.
Even closer on that last attempt, but once again Magruder back safely.
Greg Oros calling there at first base. Veteran Big 12 umpire Randy Bruns behind home plate. Patrick Spieler at third base today.
We await a 2-2 offering, but it won't come yet. One more time over to Magruder at first base. A&M with that 32-13 record is all but a lock for the NCAA tournament. They're hoping to host as much of it as they can. We'll talk about that as we go on throughout the night. This one is fisted behind shortstop. It'll be taken care of by Mikey Reynolds. Little pop up by Reed Redmond, 1 down. If you take a look at this series, they've been going at it for a long time, and as we told you earlier, Texas Tech has not won a series in College Station since 1973. They're going on 39 years since they haven't taken a series on the Aggies' home turf.
That 1 year in 1995, Big 12, it was a 4-game series, and Tech and A&M split, went 2-2, and a grand slam in extra innings allowed A&M to gain a split.
Ooh, had him leaning, but Magruder back again.
Trying to get that walking lead off of first base and leaning just a bit. With that series, A&M won 22 straight against the Red Raiders from 84 to 91.
The runner is going. Throw down. That kind of glanced off of either Magruder or the second baseman, Scott Arthur. Looked like it hit Magruder on the helmet as he slid into second. He's there safely. Barrett Barnes at the moment is the hitter for Texas Tech.
See the pink helmet there for Stein, the catcher for A&M. Good jump by Magruder. Sliding in, and ball, as you said, just carrying, looked like off the lid of the helmet. Into the runner. That's a tough play for the second baseman.
1-1 count to Barrett Barnes. Last pitch a strike. So stolen base number 36 on the year for Jamadric Magruder. He's only been caught stealing 5 times. And the 1-1 to Barnes. Fouled off. Wacha has gone 2 strikes to each Tech hitter.
And now with Magruder at second, he's going to measure him. May try to swipe third base. You get the third with less than 2 outs. Can score a lot of different ways.
Just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Red Raiders center fielder Barrett Barnes. .343 the average. Barnes has started in every game this season. 8 home runs, 47 driven in. 2-2. That's in the dirt, swing and a miss, and he struck him out. For Wacha, AC, that is career strikeout number 299.
Nice slider. See right here, that arm slot, and just slider biting down and away from the right-hander. Awfully tough to lay off of as a right-handed batter facing Wacha in that slider.
And now he'll have to face a .316 hitter in Scott Lejeune. Still at second base, Jamadric Magruder. We're early on from College Station, top of the first inning. First pitch to Lejeune, a call strike.
Once again, working ahead of the count, as you expect your ace on Friday night to do.
Next offering is fouled off, coming back towards us.
Watch the pinball caroms here.
The roof, the railing again. Look out, fans. It's an 0-2 count to Lejeune.
Did you bring the glove tonight?
I did not.
All right.
And I have no intent of barehanding a foul ball. That just missed the outside corner. So if Michael Wacha can get to 300 strikeouts for a career, he'll be only the 3rd Aggie in history to accomplish that feat. After that K of Barrett Barnes a moment ago, he's at 299. Check swing on a 1-2. This is a strikeout, but it got past the catcher, Troy Stein, and the inning will continue.
Strikeout, wild pitch.
So he gets the 300th career strikeout, but not in a way he'd like.
Ball just diving down, and Stein not shifting his body. Tried to, but left the gate open a little bit, went underneath, and Lejeune able to get down to first base, and now runners at the corners, and with the speed may try to steal you a run here with 2 outs.
Stein comes out from behind the plate. He goes through signals with his defense. So can Texas Tech make A&M pay for the early mistake? There's the first pitch to Altobelli. A call strike.
With Wacha, that's first right-hander for A&M, because you've got Casey Fossum and Jeff Granger, a couple of left-handers that are atop the career strikeout charts.
Here's the 0-1. That's a call strike on the inside corner. Worked him outside and inside. And it's an 0-2 count.
Good pitchers pitch instead of just throw. And you see the career strikeout leaders at A&M, and Ross Stripling right behind him throwing Saturday.
That one's high.
Ryan Root.
Long way to go to catch Granger and Fossum. I don't think he has enough time.
But, well, then you never know if he be one of the junior prospects Major League could come back.
True. 1-2 pitch. He looped it into left center field. If it lands, it's a run. It will not. Cray Bratson on the sprint makes the grab. Tech gets a couple aboard in the top of the first, but they do not score. Aggies coming to bat in a moment.
Feeding a hungry family is tough enough. Until I started using this particular seasoning. But be careful, baby. This stuff changes people. You gotta stay focused, baby.
Slap Your Mama Cajun Seasoning, the true taste of Cajun. Slap it, eat it, love it.
Never know
The parts pros at your local Napa Auto Parts store offer Napa know-how and great monthly specials like a $50 Visa rebate card with a qualifying Napa brake parts purchase. Max non-chlorinated brake parts cleaner is on sale for just $1.99. Plus, get 8 great Eagle One car care products, your choice, just $4.49 each. And remember, the Napa know-how is free.
Feeding a hungry family is tough enough. Until I started using this particular seasoning. But be careful, baby. This stuff changes people. You gotta stay focused, baby.
Slap Your Mama Cajun Seasoning, the true taste of Cajun. Slap it, eat it, love it.
Texas A&M coming to the plate in the bottom of the first inning. Here is their order. We got off to a 6:35 p.m. start tonight, and at about 6:15, 20 minutes prior to first pitch, this lineup looked different. Cray Bratson there at the bottom was a late insert. Chance Bolserick, who we talked about in the open, was a late scratch. Tyler Naquin, not just one of the best hitter in the Big 12, possibly one of the best in the nation. You get a look at that Texas A&M order, and they will look out at a righty AC for Texas Tech.
Number 42, John Neely. This is his 14th appearance, his 9th start. 3-5 record, 5.28 ERA, 46 innings of work, 53 hits, 31 runs, 27 earned, 11 walks, 29 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .294 against this senior right-hander, hometown of Sugar Land, Texas.
Red Raider defense, Brennan Moore in left, Barrett Barnes, the veteran, in center field, Jordan Lopez in right, Redmond at third, Proudfoot at short, Jamadrick Magruder. Obviously, you know, he's a very good one, playing second base. Stephen Hagan at first, and Bo Altabelli behind the plate, receiving the offerings of John Neely. Now, Dan Spencer, just like Rob Childress, he's the head coach and he's the pitching coach for this Texas Tech team. So both of our men in charge tonight, Rob Childress and Dan Spencer, they also control their pitchers. So when you see mound visits this evening, it won't be assistants heading their way out there. It'll be our head coaches, as again they both control the pitchers.
Guess we're having gate troubles down there, man. Sure enough, by the Mark Johnson's jersey there. That's right. Make sure to slide it through. Okay, he's going to stay in the bullpen there. All right, we're getting
and he'll get some assistance too.
That's right. Mark Johnson, I don't know if Mark's in attendance tonight, former Texas A&M head coach, winning this all-time coach here at A&M. There you see the pink helmets.
Don't adjust your sets.
That's not Aggie maroon.
No. Mikey Reynolds is the first hitter. A&M in the pink helmets tonight, as it is Breast Cancer Awareness Weekend here at Bluebell Park. That came high and tight, and Mikey Reynolds is hit by a pitch. Both teams will get their leadoff man aboard in the first inning. Now Texas Tech stranded runners at the corners in the top of one. See what the Aggies can do in the bottom of the first inning. Keys to the ball game tonight.
Now you've got the ace, Waka, if he's on his A game, that earned runs are hard to come by. For A&M, when they're playing solid defense, they're very tough. Last couple of weeks, they played very well, especially last weekend. And then, as you mentioned, other than Naquin and House, someone else in this lineup's got to come through.
Scott Arthur at the plate now with a man on base. First pitch to him is a strike. Quickly want to tell you that if you're coming to Bluebell Park this weekend for the Texas Tech series, there's an auction going on throughout the weekend as part of our breast cancer awareness campaign. All of the proceeds in that auction will go to the Pink Alliance, the Brazos Valley Breast Cancer Support Group. So if Aggie fans are coming to the park for the series against Texas Tech, keep that in mind. A great cause being supported by A&M baseball.
Altabelli behind the plate for the Red Raiders, keeping an eye on Reynolds. Reynolds 16 of 18 and stolen bases there at first base.
Neely from the stretch. And again a throw over.
You see the shadow, once the pitcher's on the rubber, is going directly to first base.
Scott Arthur. 282 the average coming into tonight. He's driven in 16 runs. 33rd start of the year for the Aggies, second baseman.
Excellent all-around player, can play infield, outfield, wherever he is called upon.
2-1 pitch and the runner is going. This is a bouncing ball up the middle. Only play is to first. And they'll throw out Scott Arthur. Mikey Reynolds advances.
Just a little bit of hit and run, and by putting the runner in motion now, Reynolds advances to second. Arthur does his job, grounding out, advancing the runner. The right-hander for the Red Raiders tonight, Neely, has an 87 to 91 mile an hour fastball, has a slider and a change, and really guy that throws a lot of strikes and then likes to go with the change as his out pitch against this A&M lineup.
Tyler Naquin in that chase for 400 in 2012. Up until about a week ago, he was above 400. The average at 395 as we speak.
That is I believe Bobby Beach back in 1983 was the last 400 hitter for Texas A&M, and he got that on the last day of the regular season.
A 1 pitch, swinging center field, and they're heading back for it with Barrett Barnes. He may have trouble with this. That'll land off the track. A run will score, and Tyler Naquin's going to try and get a triple. No throw at third base. Mikey Reynolds scores. 1-0 Aggies.
I've mentioned Tyler Naquin there in the 3-hole for Texas A&M, returning All-American, and just waited on the pitch. See from this left side, looked like a changeup. He just waited on it, kept his body back, drove it straight away center field. And Barnes doing a good job taking the carom off that center field wall, but Reynolds, good speed from second base, scoring easily, but Naquin's speed enables him to get a triple out of it.
41 RBI this year for Tyler Naquin, 38 driven in by the current hitter, Jacob House. And he's got an opportunity with his teammate 90 feet away.
And Red Raiders will play the infield back, concede the run on any ground ball other than the pitcher or possibly the first or third baseman playing even with the bag, but you're back there at second and short early in this ball game, and Tech lineup has really come alive of late.
Texas Tech has won 3 of their last 4. The Aggies have won 4 of their last 5. Both teams pretty hot coming in.
And the last victory for the Red Raiders came against the Aggies of New Mexico State.
A different version.
Yes.
Yeah, both teams coming off really nice Tuesday wins. New Mexico State, they've got a very high RPI. Texas A&M on Tuesday went over to Huntsville just down the road from College Station, and they beat a nationally ranked Sam Houston State team by an impressive score of 10-0.
Helps that RPI with those non-conference games against quality opponents.
Jacob House obviously with the take sign on when it was 3-0. So
what's the percentage of 3-0 for the next pitch being a strike? I'd say 78%.
I was going to even go higher than that. I was going to offer up maybe around 90. That'll twist foul down the line in left field.
And you see the jersey of Tom Chandler, head coach Texas A&M for many years, from 1959 to 1983. And actually, 84 was his final year. Led A&M to the NCAAs several times. Went to Omaha in the College World Series in 1964.
5 overall trips to the College World Series for the A&M program. They did it last year. And Jacob House strikes out.
Big strikeout right there with the runner on third base. Less than 2 outs. And mentioned the defense conceding the run, but Neely doing a good job. Looked like that slider into the left-hander and struck him out.
Well, Matt Yingle will come to the plate, and he's struggled lately. He was 0 for 13 in the Texas series last weekend. He did not start against Sam Houston. He subbed in but didn't record an official at bat. A breaking ball is a call strike to start off his count.
Neely doing a good job working ahead in the count. A lot of confidence in that breaking pitch.
And the 0-1, that's hard hit into left field, but right at Brennan Moore. Yingle gave it a ride, but it's caught by Brennan Moore. A&M takes the initial lead on the RBI triple from Tyler Naquin.
The parts pros at your local Napa Auto Parts store offer Napa know-how and great monthly specials like a $50 Visa rebate card with a qualifying Napa brake parts purchase. Max non-chlorinated brake parts cleaner is on sale for just $1.99. Plus, get 8 great Eagle One car care products, your choice, just $4.49 each. And remember, the Napa know-how is free.
I have urgent news. If you have good credit now and a good credit history, you can qualify for a low fixed rate 30-year refinance loan from Mortgage in 15 Minutes.
They turned my good credit into a great rate. Thank you, Mortgage in 15 Minutes.
They came through, like they said, in less than 15 minutes. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Call us now for your low fixed rate loan.
Call 1-800-396-6407. Call now.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. With one phone call, you'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information. It's a free service, so call now.
800-613-1658. 800-613-1658.
It's been a warm day in College Station, but as we move toward nighttime, it's just getting a little more lovely out here by the minutes.
And the lawn seating here at Olson Field at Bluebell Park, a little new addition.
Olson Field was here from 1978 all the way to 2011. Now it's still on Olson Field. That's what that's the surface the Aggies play on, but surrounded by Bluebell Park, the renovations made prior to this campaign. Rob Childress certainly feels like he's got one of the best venues in college baseball. Stephen Hagan will hit to start off the top of number 2. And Michael Walker, the 1-1, that's inside. Hagan had to get out of the way. Well, to end the first inning, each team stranded a runner at third base. The difference, the Aggies were able to push one across. This is in fair territory, and calling for it is Tyler Naquin. 1 out. Michael Walker was terrific one Friday ago, AC. He got A&M out to the initial lead in that series in which A&M took 2 of 3 from the Longhorns.
Yeah, it's so important that Friday night starter to get you at least deep in the ball game instead of having to go to your bullpen in the earlier mid part of game 1 of a 3-game series. And Walker, when he's on, he is dynamite.
Fisted foul, that'll be out of play. It is Tim Proudfoot, the shortstop, at the plate. Coming into tonight, Walker, in his previous 4 starts, had thrown in 30 2/3 innings and only given up 5 runs.
Really has found his groove. Mentioned K-State got to him in Missouri. It kind of extended him. But other than that, he has been very, very reliable on that Friday night start.
His career record at Texas A&M, 24-6. Swing and a miss on the 1-2. They'll have to throw him out. 2 down. Rob Childress on his hurler, Michael Walker.
been very, very special. It's been an honor to coach him for the 3 years and watch his progression from being a middle reliever to a Tuesday starter to finding his way into our rotation last year, and him winning 18 games his first 2 years here at Texas A&M, to taking on the ownership of being the guy that leads us into every weekend that we play, and his work habits and his preparation, and then how he goes about his business on Friday night has just been a tribute not only to our pitchers but to the rest of the team as well.
Jordan Lopez and a 246 average as we get toward the bottom of the Tech order. Get a good look at Michael Wacha, and the 1-1 is a call strike.
Young man projected to be a first-round pick, and a fairly high first-round pick by a lot of Major League scouts that come through College Station.
Trying to end the inning right here, and he does so. That's actually the 4th strikeout of the night already for Michael Wacha. He had to get an extra one in the first, but we are through 1.5, and the Aggies lead.
Calco and Hotard. First in safety, first in luxury.
You know Calco. You see us on the road and all around town. You know us by the quality of our work with an attention to personalized service and our unparalleled commitment to the safety of every passenger. You know us.
Just ask for me, Jonathan Nichols.
Or me, Patrick Martin.
Nationally recognized and locally respected.
Hotard and Calco. Affordable luxury, unparalleled service.
Call today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Victor Howell.
And I'm Paul Crane. Be sure to join us Saturday night for CST Tonight. We'll have plenty of football as always, but with 2 newcomers coming into the SEC, we'll have reports from both Texas A&M and Missouri.
We're going to check in on the winding down of the college baseball season, the NBA playoffs continue, and the run for the roses as the Kentucky Derby takes place. We'll have all that and more Saturday night on CST Tonight.
Lo más sobresaliente del deporte mundial está en SportsCenter.
¡Arranca SportsCenter!
Bienvenidos a esta edición de SportsCenter.
Un sábado impresionante.
Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara enfrentarán a las Águilas del América.
Solo uno pudo ser campeón.
La mejor cobertura de tus deportes favoritos.
¡Bombazo de derecha! ¡Qué golazo!
Tu dosis perfecta de noticias y entretenimiento. Todas las noches, SportsCenter en ESPN Deportes.
Catch the Aggies on CST one last time this season on Sunday, May 13th, when they host the San Diego State Aztecs. First pitch is set for 12 p.m. Central, high noon between the Aggies and Aztecs. It's from Bluebell Park here in College Station. The Aggies are going to welcome Tony Gwynn to town
on Mother's Day.
And it's to get us started in the bottom of 2, it's Troy Stein. He swings a hot bat as of late. Stein's on a 5-game hit streak, hitting .667 during that streak. Troy is 9 for his last 15.
Really been a pleasant surprise. Gonzalez had been the catcher for A&M for really 4 years, and one of those question marks coming into the year, and the competition. Stein has stepped up, and it's one thing Rob Childress, he's not afraid to play these young kids when they get the opportunity to make the most of it.
Down in the count, 1-2. John Neely trying to get the lead man here in the bottom of the second. This is back up the middle, and Troy Stein stays high.
Nice approach, just going right back up the middle. So many times that line drive ground ball and work the middle of the field, and your percentages usually go up. You'll see right here, staying back, just driving it right up the middle, and the lead batter is aboard for Texas A&M.
Brandon Wood to the plate, the left fielder. Wood can be a little streaky at times. As the runner gets his lead at first, here's the first pitch to Brandon Wood. That's a call strike. You almost had to feel for Brandon a little bit on Tuesday, and I joke here because the Aggies lashed out a season high in hits against Sam Houston with 18. Brandon was the only starter that did not have a hit in that game, but he did register 2 RBIs.
Hey, he did that, but as you say, that's one of those notes that'll stick with you.
You can't live those down, especially when your teammates are out there ringing 18 base knocks.
Absolutely.
He's down in the count early.
Young man, his Uncle John had played catcher for A&M, and Mark Johnson back in the 80s and early 90s.
Swung at a pitch away and in the dirt, and he's a strikeout victim.
Good piece of pitching right there, seeing if they'll go fishing on the off-speed. Breaking away from the right-hander, and Wood offered. Good job by Altobelli behind the plate to corral that in the dirt, record the strikeout.
Blake Alleman, a terrific freshman season out of Boerne, Texas, hitting in the 8th spot to the plate. Well, how good has his season been? I'll tell you in just a moment. Stein gets his lead, running at first. Here's the 1-0 to Alleman, swinging foul ball. Each year, Texas A&M holds what they call the Champs Banquet, and it honors student athletes for their performances on and off the field and in the classroom. Well, one of the awards is for Freshman of the Year. It's split up into male and female divisions. Well, the male Freshman of the Year, you're looking at him at Texas A&M University for all of the men athletes. Blake Alleman, the Freshman of the Year.
From Boerne, Texas, and he's just stepped in from game 1 and has just refused to be written out of that lineup.
Hit a bouncing ball here. The runner will move up, and Blake will be tagged out, heading to first. Stein is now at second.
Just going over to the top of it, but allowing Stein to move up to second base in the scoring position. Looking for those clutch 2-out base hits if you're in that third base dugout, and if you're in the first base dugout and Red Raiders, you're looking to record that third out and get the bats out of the rack.
Cray Bratson, the hitter. Breaking ball for a strike. When we arrived at the park, Bratson was not in the lineup, but a late scratch of Chance Bolserick puts Bratson in center field, hitting 9th. We were closing in on first pitch when that change was made. Ground ball fielded by Proudfoot. He'll throw out Cray Bratson. Texas A&M leads 1-0. We're headed to the 3rd from Bluebell Park.
Those lucky dogs with that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
In the grip of back or arthritis pain, break the grip with odor-free Aspercream. Powerful medicine clinically proven to relieve muscle and joint pain fast with no odor. So all you notice is relief. Aspercream. Break the grip of pain.
Lo más sobresaliente del deporte mundial está en Sports Center.
¡Arranca Sports Center!
Bienvenidos a esta edición de Sports Center.
Un sábado impresionante.
Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara enfrentarán a las Águilas del América.
Solo uno pudo ser campeón.
La mejor cobertura de tus deportes favoritos.
¡Bombazo de derecha! ¡Qué golazo!
Tu dosis perfecta de noticias y entretenimiento. Todas las noches, Sports Center en ESPN Deportes.
The parts pros at your local Napa Auto Parts store offer Napa know-how and great monthly specials like a $50 Visa rebate card with a qualifying Napa brake parts purchase. Max non-chlorinated brake parts cleaner is on sale for just $1.99. Plus, get 8 great Eagle One car care products your choice, just $4.49 each. And remember, the Napa know-how is free.
Spencer's Corner, one of the new additions here. This park certainly fan-friendly, family-friendly, and kid-friendly as well.
That playground protected by the netting, and just a lot of fun for the youngsters. And as you mentioned, all the families. Spencer, a young man that, as so many of youngsters, look up to these college student athletes, and lost his battle. Life was taken at a very young age, but a true Aggie that his memory lives on out here at Olsen Field at Bluebell Park.
Michael Waka, 4 strikeouts as we move to the third. Brennan Moore is the bottom of the Red Raider lineup. Waka has him down in the count 0-2.
7 of the 9 batters he's faced have been first pitch strikes.
That'll just miss. Not giving him anything to hit with 2 strikes. That's low and in the dirt. Aggies got a run in the bottom of the first on an RBI triple by Tyler Naquin. Waka trying to get the lead man in the top of 3. He does it with his 5th strikeout. Texas A&M 32-13. They will likely be in the NCAAs. You get a look at the resume here. It's according to Warren Nolan's RPI. And AC, those good wins, sweeping Pepperdine, taking 2 of 3 against Texas. TCU, Sam Houston, most of that came on the road. All of the Pepperdine games were out in California. TCU and Sam Houston, those were on the road. 2 of the 3 games in the Texas series away from College Station.
Yeah, and that's what Texas A&M went on the road after winning the regional here last year. See this pop up third base.
That's off the bat of Magruder, and Alleman will take care of it.
And that's the way Walker would like to keep Magruder off the base path, that's for sure. But last year, A&M won their regional here in College Station, but then had to go on the road to Tallahassee and face Florida State. Michael Waka was the winning pitcher in that deciding ball game that sent Texas A&M to Omaha. And A&M was the only team to win at Super Regional on the road.
Yeah. You really have to love their chances of getting the regional here in College Station this season. What's up in the air is, can they close strong enough to make it a super regional as well?
Exactly, and you're fighting a little bit of geographic. Baylor definitely has earned their right, barring a collapse there, and Rice down in Houston. Really, a lot of folks were talking about that A&M Texas series last weekend, that the winner probably would become a regional host. The loser of that series may have to go on the road.
3-1 count to Reed Redmond. Waka trying to work his way back.
You really have to earn your stripes against Waka. He does not give up many free passes.
This is a foul ball, and Reed Redmond stays alive. Redmond popped out to the shortstop, Mikey Reynolds, in the first inning. Full count pitch once more. That's coming back at us, but it's stopped by the net.
You would have had it, I know.
Not without the glove. See what happens on the third full count offering. That's hard hit down the line. That's a fair ball. This will be extra bases for Reed Redmond. Second hit for Texas Tech. And Redmond is aboard for Barrett Barnes, the Raiders' RBI leader.
See this inside corner, and he just turns on it. Drove it past the diving Alleman there at third base down into the corner. Redmond, you see the protection there on that left ankle, left foot. Kind of went gingerly into second base.
Barnes struck out swinging in the first inning. Waka gets ahead of him to start this count. Aggies with a 1-0 lead. Waka trying to keep it that way, but facing a very good Texas Tech hitter. And these are 2 guys that have seen a lot of each other. Barrett Barnes in the black and red, and Michael Waka in the maroon and white. Barnes lifetime 1 for 8 against Waka.
Mixing his pitches well. Has that high velocity fastball, but able to throw the breaking pitch and the change for strikes as well.
This is off the end of the bat, up the first base line into foul territory. Something Rob Childress said earlier this week, he would like for his Aggies to get to 40 wins by the time the regular season is over, and that would require A&M starting today. They would have to go 8-2 to close it out. 10 more games left before that Big 12 tournament.
In that regular season, and you want to finish strong so that that committee is looking at that resume and saying, okay, this is one of the hotter teams in the country, and that's the goal. Get 40 before you go to Oklahoma City.
Hit into center field. Cray Bratson's got a bead on it. The Red Raiders threaten, but it's still 1-0 Aggies.
Every day at Golden Flake, it all starts with a special premium potato that longs for something more flavor and more crunch, seeking a life of delicious variety and guaranteed freshness in every chip and every bag. That's what Golden Flake brings to the table. For us, these are the good times. Finding our way to your neighborhood grocery and into your basket headed home. Turning potatoes into the life of your party. Golden Flake, the South's original potato chip.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in the next few months, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years, but here's the thing. He's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet, and it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself.
You can watch it for free right now at 3newamerica.com. Again, that's 3newamerica.com.
Our goal is to have 40 wins before we get to the Big 12 tournament, and it's going to be a grind. Every team we play from here on out is fighting for something. Texas Tech, Texas State, Oklahoma State, San Diego State, they're all fighting for their postseason lives as well, but we need to get to 40 wins and earn the opportunity to play here at Blue Bell Park come the postseason.
And again, that will mean A&M has to go 8-2 in their final 10 regular season contests. They've got a 1-0 lead on Texas Tech. In the bottom of 3, the opener of this series. Mikey Reynolds, he was hit by a pitch in the first inning. He came home to score on that Tyler Naquin triple. It's our only run of the ball game. Having a good year at the plate, this junior college transfer. Home state of California, played that JUCO ball in Arizona.
Really has got to be strong up the middle if you're going to be one of the top ball clubs, and that shortstop make the everyday plays. Just get those, and
this is hard hit down the line and left. It's a fair ball, and it's extra bases for Mikey Reynolds. Lead double. And the Aggies hoping to tack on some more as they have the advantage. The 11th of the year.
See Reynolds right here, just turn on the pitch inside half of the plate. Left fielder Moore getting over to it. Wisely throwing in front of the runner to third base to hold Reynolds to a double. Now Arthur handles the bat pretty well. Could see a bunt.
Short lead for Reynolds. Arthur not showing bunt. Swings away. Foul ball. 3 hits tonight for A&M. 2 of them of the extra base variety. Naquin's triple and Reynolds double. Scott Arthur bounced out to the shortstop. So he's 0 for 1. And they are aware of Mikey Reynolds running.
Trying to extend the lead out there at second base.
He does show bunt on the 0-1, and he lays this one down nicely out in front of the plate. Sacrifice, and Mikey Reynolds moves over.
Altobelli doing a good job jumping out there. But first inning, Tyler Naquin waited on it. RBI triple that scored Reynolds with the first run of the ball game, and now Reynolds at third base, and here is Tyler Naquin stepping into the left-handed side of that batter's box.
41st RBI of the year for Naquin. That third home run on the season, he hit that Saturday against Texas in an A&M rout over the Longhorns, 12-4 in Austin.
The thing with Naquin, he can go anywhere in the ballpark. If it's the inside half, he can turn on it, but he's not afraid to go the opposite way, and that home run was the left center field over there at Dishfall.
They are giving Naquin a ton of room in left field. This is hard hit at the second baseman, Magruder. It'll get the job done. Naquin's thrown out, but Mikey Reynolds scores. Second time tonight, Naquin drives in Reynolds, 2-0 A&M.
Magruder playing kind of a shallow right field and doing a good job. Good strong arm. And defense played perfectly, but RBI ground out.
So the base is empty, and Jacob House at the plate. Low for a ball.
House had the foot problem that caused him to miss the Baylor series, and was able to come back last week against Texas.
Struck out his first time at bat. This one's hit at Magruder. Looks like it'll end the inning, and it does. Texas A&M picks up another run in the third. We're moving to number 4, and the Aggies lead.
Oh, those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
Ordinary rubs don't always work on my arthritis.
Try Capsaicin HP. Purified capsaicin penetrates deep, blocking pain signals for hours. It's powerful relief you can trust. Feeling better?
Feeling great.
Capsaicin HP. Take the pain out of arthritis.
Lo más sobresaliente del deporte mundial está en SportsCenter.
¡Arranca SportsCenter!
Bienvenidos a esta edición de SportsCenter.
Un sábado impresionante.
Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara enfrentarán a las Águilas del América.
Solo uno pudo ser campeón.
La mejor cobertura de tus deportes favoritos.
¡Bandazo de derecha! ¡Qué golazo!
Tu dosis perfecta de noticias y entretenimiento. Todas las noches, SportsCenter en ESPN Deportes.
Hello, welcome back. How are you guys doing? Checking in? All right, welcome to the Town Place Suites by Marriott. Pets and mascots are welcome at the New Orleans Town Place Suites by Marriott. There's everything a mascot could need to get ready for the big game. Thank you. Have a good game. Our mascot promotion is really catching on. Town Place Suites by Marriott, New Orleans. Your home away from home. Located in the Harahan Elmwood Business Park.
And let's give you a look at the upcoming college baseball schedule on CST. Tomorrow, it's a triple header starting at noon with Arkansas Pine Bluff at Southern. Then there's tape delay coverage of Florida at Kentucky. And finally, Troy is at ULL. That's live at 6. For the full schedule, log on to CoxSportsTV.com. Florida and Kentucky, I'll bet you that's going to be a pretty good one.
I was going to say, that's a pretty impressive lineup right there.
Scott Lejeune is the hitter. Speaking of Florida and Kentucky, Texas A&M, as you know, joins the SEC next year. This is hard hit into center field. Heading back is Bratson. He'll make the catch.
I tell you, it's fun if you're a defensive coach to have the speed that A&M does in the outfield with Wood in left field, Bratson in center, and Naquin in right. They can cover a lot of territory out here at Olsen Field.
Bo Altobelli will hit. First pitch to him. That's a call strike. A&M officially becomes a member of the Southeastern Conference on July 1st. Their first baseball series in the league will be in March of 2013 when the Georgia Bulldogs come to College Station. Well, that's what the Aggies will face after Georgia. It's a couple of road series, Ole Miss and South Carolina. Fly ball right field. Tyler Naquin trying to run it down in the gap, and he does. AC, strength of schedule will not be the Aggies' problem.
No.
When you look at that slate.
But, you know, you look at it and you don't see Kentucky, you don't see Florida, and you don't see Vanderbilt. And those are three quality teams as well. But in the SEC West, you get LSU, Arkansas, Mississippi State, Ole Miss. That's pretty good company.
Looks like that'll reach foul territory. It does, right on top of the dugout. Well, this move has been met with great excitement and anticipation from the 12th man, those Aggie fans. And we can already tell you, football next year sold out. There's a waiting list. A&M will play their first SEC football game on September 8th at Kyle Field against Florida. You know, Mike Slive was here just a couple of weeks ago to speak at a sports symposium. He was met with a warm welcome, and he's going to come back very soon to send A&M coaches through an orientation.
Right, the SEC folks will be here Sunday evening and all day Monday for meetings. Getting oriented, renewing a lot of old friendships, LSU, in all sports, football, basketball, baseball, especially baseball.
Well, that's deep to left. Is it fair or is it foul off the bat of Hagan? And that just went foul. It got out of here easily.
Turned on that quite well, and the third base umpire, Patrick Spieler, right on the line, following the path of the ball, and threw up both hands. And the umpire does that. It says foul ball.
Well, Hagan reluctantly will have to come back to home plate. To say he gave that last pitch a ride, an understatement. Instead, it's 1-2, and Waka still with a chance to get out of the inning unharmed. In the dirt.
Change up. Decided, okay, you turn on that fastball. Let's see if we'll change of speed if you will offer, but he did not.
They'll come with a 2-2. That's off the end of the bat. And softly toward the Tech dugout.
Hey, Texas Tech through the years, very offensive ball club with Cal Segrist, the head coach. Long-time great coach Larry Hayes, just a quality gentleman. See, third base coach for the Red Raiders there, Jim Horner. The coach Dan Spencer following in their footsteps, and was actually on Larry Hayes' staff, doing a great job out there in Lubbock, resurrecting this program as a very proud, tradition-rich baseball program.
Good at bat by Stephen Hagan. He draws the walk. Turned on a 2-strike pitch earlier in the count and sent one out of here. It was foul, but comes back to draw the walk. Tim Proudfoot to the plate, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. This is hard hit in the gap toward left center. That'll land, and this might be a run for Texas Tech. The Aggies going to have to get the ball in quickly. The runner will hold up at third. And a couple in scoring position for the Red Raiders after the second out.
Horner, the third base coach, coming down really about 2/3 of the way down the line. You see, just turning on that fastball, driving it to the left center field gap. Bratson able to cut it off. If he doesn't cut it off, the run scores easily. See, keeping the weight back and just going through the hips and Now runners at second, third, and a visit by Rob Childress out to his ace.
Waka, he got the first two men to the plate to fly out, Lejeune and Altobelli. And then Hagan drew the walk and Proudfoot a double. So all of a sudden what looked like a smooth inning turns into a dicier situation for the Aggie right-hander.
The walks anytime, whether it's the lead batter or with two outs, getting that free pass, and now that runner is at third and base hit, and we've probably got a tie ball game.
Jordan Lopez, the hitter, a strikeout looking back in the second. Waka gets ahead as the Red Raiders recorded their third hit of the ball game a moment ago. Check swing. He'll ask at first base. He did not go around. 1-1. So Hagan, the walk, is at third, and Proudfoot, the double, at second. Next pitch. That's hit. Nice diving play by Scott Arthur, and it ends the inning. May have saved a couple of runs. It certainly saved one. 2-0 Aggies on this play by Scott Arthur.
Every day at Golden Flake, it all starts with a special premium potato that longs for something more. More flavor and more crunch. Seeking a life of delicious variety and guaranteed freshness in every chip and every bag. That's what Golden Flake brings to the table. For us, these are the good times. Finding our way to your neighborhood grocery and into your basket headed home. Turning potatoes into the life of your party. Golden Flake, the South's original potato chip.
Lo más sobresaliente del deporte mundial está en SportsCenter.
¡Arranca SportsCenter!
Bienvenidos a esta edición de SportsCenter.
Un sábado impresionante.
Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara enfrentarán a las Águilas del América.
Solo uno pudo ser campeón.
La mejor cobertura de tus deportes favoritos.
¡Bandazo de derecha! ¡Qué golazo!
Tu dosis perfecta de noticias y entretenimiento. Todas las noches, SportsCenter en ESPN Deportes.
You know those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
In the grip of back or arthritis pain, break the grip with odor-free Aspercream. Powerful medicine clinically proven to relieve muscle and joint pain fast with no odor. So all you notice is relief. Aspercream. Break the grip of pain.
2-0 A&M leads. We head to the bottom of the fourth, and now we talk to Aggie head coach Rob Childress from his dugout. And coach, you may have held your breath a little bit on that last play, but Scotty Arthur, how about the diving stop to save at least one run?
Well, that's why he's in the lineup for us. He brings us great energy. He's a great defender, and he's going to move runners offensively, and he's had a great last 2 weeks offensively as well.
Coach, how about Waka, your ace out there cruising along, but quite a battler out there on the mound.
Well, he's throwing both sides of the plate with his fastball, and his breaking ball and his changeup's are very good. Tech is a very offensive team, and he's going to have to fight, scratch, and claw for every out that he gets.
All right, thanks for the time, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Rob Childress from the Aggie home dugout. His team leads 2-0, and he looks at Matt Yingle leading off this frame. Yingle hit the ball hard into left field, just as he does here. First time he did it in the first inning, it was caught. But Matt Yingle represents the lead man aboard at the bottom of the fourth.
Yingle getting that base hit, and see here at the plate, kind of out in front of it. May have been fooled a little bit, but able to stay with it and just pull it down the line. And Yingle 15 of 16 in the stolen base department, so possibility of running there at first base.
Troy Stein to the plate, 10 for his last 16 at bats. Extended a hit streak to 6 games in a row in the second inning. That is a call strike. 0-1 count to Troy Stein. The Aggies like to run. Coming into tonight, 101 stolen bases for this team.
And really, it's spread out. A lot of times you may have one or two, but up and down this lineup, they can run.
Yingle is trying to go, and they got him. Yingle not thrown out often, but a nice job by Bo Altobelli.
It was a good, crisp, quick throw, and right on the bag. You'll see getting the jump there at first base, but Altobelli coming up right on the bag. Magruder able to put the tag on Yingle's head first slide.
Troy Stein looks at a pitch outside. His count is 2-1. Neely back to work. That's low. It's 3-1. John Neely, the Tech starter, his last outing, he went 4 1/3 and gave up 8 earned runs in a loss to Missouri. He's down 2-0 tonight, but hadn't pitched too poorly. The Aggies have 4 base hits, but Neely, kind of like you mentioned with Waka, he's doing battle out there.
Well, that's what you got to do. And Coach Spencer looking for that depth here in this first game, wanting to get that starter to go deep in this ball game.
That's another base hit for Troy Stein. He continues to swing it well.
And how big is the defensive play of Altobelli? Instead of having runners at first and second, no outs, there's 1 out and a runner on first base.
Brandon Wood will hit. We should mention Texas Tech. They found out this week that they would be out without the services of their Saturday starter, Duke Von Schaman. A tendon problem with Von Schaman keeps him out of the rotation. He would have gone on Saturday for Tech. Magruder will handle this and flip to Stephen Hagan. 2 men out. Stein moves up.
Anytime you've got an injury, but especially to one of those 3 weekend starters, it's very tough to overcome. But so many times it's just another opportunity for someone else to step up, a guy that may have been throwing the Tuesday or Wednesday non-conference game and gets inserted in there and accepts that challenge.
Dan Spencer on the jog out to talk to John Neely. Spencer in his 4th year in Lubbock at the helm of the Tech program. Red Raiders are 26-22 overall. They're 5-13 in the conference. Remember, the 9th place team in the Big 12 will not make it to Oklahoma City for the conference tournament. Just 8 teams go. At the moment, Kansas State, they're 3-15. They hold the 9th spot. Texas Tech is 2 games clear of them.
Why every ball game is so important when you get down to Oklahoma City, and how many years when it's been a half a game here or there.
Yeah.
Advancing or not.
Like any coach will tell you, once you get there, everybody's 0-0.
Absolutely.
New hope arrives once you get into the Oklahoma City limits. Bricktown Ballpark. Beautiful place. The Aggies will be there for the final time in 2012. Blake Alleman with a 1-1 count. A base knock. He hopes would score Troy Stein. That's outside. That's 2-1.
Talk about the keys to the ball game. The Waka pitching, the defense, no errors thus far for either team, but looking for those clutch hits, and other than Tyler Naquin that has the 2 RBIs.
Well, both teams have stranded some runners. A&M a couple stranded, both in scoring position. Texas Tech 5 stranded and 3 of those in scoring position. Balk is called. Troy Stein now 90 feet away.
And now one of the new additions to the ballpark, that Brick, you see here, he starts. And Patrick Spieler, the third base umpire, called balk. And now this Brick Facade, there's Spieler at third base. Brick Facade behind home plate, and a lot of times that carom can come back. You've got to really read it if you're the runner at third base on a wild pitch or pass ball.
Alleman stays alive on a 2-strike foul ball.
Home plate umpire, Randy Bruns. Greg Oros down at first base. They'll rotate this weekend. Home plate goes to third base goes to first. So I guess that would be clockwise.
A 2-2 pitch is a call, strike 3. A&M strands a man at third. The Aggies lead 2-0.
Hi, I'm Hugh Hamilton, Regional Executive for Capital One Southeast Louisiana region. Capital One is proud to partner with Cox Sports to bring you another exciting season of LSU football. Go Tigers!
You know those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
Ordinary rubs don't always work on my arthritis.
Try Capsaicin HP. Purified capsaicin penetrates deep, blocking pain signals for hours. It's powerful relief you can trust. Feeling better?
Feeling great.
Capsaicin HP. Take the pain out of arthritis.
Hi, I'm Matthew Marcel, manager of the Elmwood branch for Capital One Bank. Capital One is proud to bring you another exciting season of Hornets basketball on Cox Sports Television.
Lo más sobresaliente del deporte mundial está en SportsCenter.
¡Arranca SportsCenter!
Bienvenidos a esta edición de SportsCenter.
Un sábado impresionante.
Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara enfrentarán a las Águilas del América.
Solo uno pudo ser campeón.
La mejor cobertura de tus deportes favoritos.
¡Golazo de derecha! ¡Qué golazo!
Tu dosis perfecta de noticias y entretenimiento. Todas las noches, SportsCenter en ESPN Deportes.
Visit CoxSportsTV.com for the latest sports news and info. Watch exclusive CST videos on our YouTube channel. Find links to our Facebook and Twitter pages so you can stay up to date with your favorite regional teams. Check out the full college baseball and softball broadcast schedule. Find out more information about your favorite CST shows. CoxSportsTV.com is your online source for all things CST. Well, the heat has somewhat given way, and it's turned into a beautiful evening in the Brazos Valley down in the state of Texas. A couple of old rivals getting together, the Aggies and Red Raiders. This weekend series, likely the final time they will meet for a while at least. And the Aggies up by a couple as we move to the fifth. Brennan Moore to start it off. He's a strikeout victim his first time up. Waka works high on an 0-1 offer.
Yeah, we move non-conference, unless you get a non-conference weekend. Kind of hard to make that midweek trip to Lubbock.
Foul ball.
Or Lubbock to College Station.
Well, if you're hopping on a bus, you're looking at 7 to 8 hours.
That's for sure. I think I've been every way possible. Lubbock, car, bus, plane. Haven't been trained.
A 1-2 pitch is just inside. Brennan Moore hoping to put that lead leg into it. Not quite. This is a foul ball. A&M's 2 runs tonight. They came in the first and in the third in somewhat the same fashion. Tyler Naquin driving home Mikey Reynolds. He did it with a triple in the first inning and with a ground out in the third. For the second time tonight, Brennan Moore a strikeout victim.
Good hide. fastball. See the game by game for Michael Waka. Started game 1 of the year for Texas A&M. You see, other than Baylor, Missouri, Kansas State, usually you're going to get deep in this first game of the series.
He had a lot of Aggies on edge with that start out in Malibu, California against Pepperdine. He took a no-hitter into the 8th inning.
That was a very strong outing.
That's high. Top of the order now for Texas Tech, Jamondrick McGruder. Got us started tonight with a single and has since popped out. That's in the air. Center field. Bratson jogs over. Bratson's been pretty busy tonight. Waka's induced a few men into the air towards center field, and there's 2 down in the 5th.
And the top stolen base artist in that first base dugout, it's good to keep him off the base pass if you're a Texas A&M player, coach, or fan. Because McGruder, once he's on first base, it doesn't take him long to get the second.
4 fly balls tonight off of Texas Tech bats to the glove of Cray Bratson in center field. Reed Redmond, a 2-out double his last time up. Gonna have to hurry here for Blake Alleman. Maybe I spoke too soon. He got him rather easily. We're halfway through this one in College Station. A&M leads the Red Raiders by a couple.
Take 5 drive-through oil change begins with a free beverage and ends with our certified technician's appreciation. Never high-pressure sales tactics, just a remarkable 12-point oil change service, all in just 5 minutes. And this April, join Take 5 Oil in supporting the Zephyrs baseball team. Visit a Take 5 for an oil change and receive a free game voucher good for 2 Zephyr tickets. Visit our web at take5oilchange.com for more money-saving coupons.
All you gotta do is take 5.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in the next few months, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years, but here's the thing. He's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself.
You can watch it for free right now at 3newamerica.com. Again, that's 3newamerica.com.
CST kicks off a new season of Zephyrs baseball in July. Tune in for an Independence Day celebration on July 4th as the Z's host the Oklahoma City Redhawks. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock Central. It's live from Zephyr Field.
And the Redhawks' home ballpark will be the site of the Big 12 tournament.
In the Bricktown District in Oklahoma City. Cray Bratson the hitter, bottom of the 5th. The Aggies lead 2-0. Bratson showing bunt. That pitch is out of the zone.
A lot of great minor league ballparks. Zephyrs and Red Hawks. Tulsa way.
Down here in Texas, in Round Rock and in Corpus Christi and Frisco. You know, a lot of people are comparing Bluebell Park to a lot of the great minor league parks that you'll see around.
Not a bad comparison.
Cray Bratson was down in the count. Now it's even at 2-2.
The playing surface at Olsen Field. Leo Gertz, the head groundskeeper for so many years.
It's hit pretty well with the left, but they got a good bead on it. Brennan Moore will run it down.
Great jump by Moore, ranging to his left. But back to the top of the lineup. How many engines, Will?
I'm going to go with 3.
The 3, and
this train's a late arriving one.
Rick Hill's not messing with you, is he, with the sound effects?
Well, you got one. Just one. Looks like we've got a single.
Oh, but you got.
We'll have to wait to the back
That's
end.
right.
Yeah.
You never know who may be pushing.
We're holding firm at 1.
Well, that is the 7:54, right on time.
As they always are here in College Station when Aggie baseball is being played. There's a new park, but the traditions remain the same. The faithful here always likes to guess the number of engines that each train has that passes behind the right field wall. And there's a whole list of others that we could run down, but we may not have enough time in this broadcast. Mikey Reynolds with a 1-2 count.
Back in the day in 1989 when LSU and A&M played that regional here, that cars were parked up near the tracks and Union Pacific decided we better put a fence out there.
That didn't last long.
No, nationally televised ball game, and the engineer had to slow way down.
But now the cars stay behind the left field wall in what they call Aggie Alley. Much safer in the parking lot of the rec center. Get a look at some of the folks enjoying this one. Ground ball, Mikey Reynolds. Proudfoot got him by a couple of steps. 2 men down, bottom of 5th, 2-0, the Aggies lead.
Hey, Neely is really doing a nice job out there on the mound, letting his defense work behind him, and as mentioned, no errors on either side of the scoreboard out in left center field. Scott Arthur made that great defensive play at second base to save A&M from having this ball game tied up. 2 out, sharply hit ground ball.
And that ended the 4th inning, the Raider half of it. Kept the Aggies in the lead. Now he's skied one, foul territory. Looks like Tech will have room, and the shortstop, Proudfoot, I think just overran the baseball.
One of the things that you got, especially as an opposing team coming in, the wind is coming over the top of this stadium, so that ball is going to carry back towards the playing field, and you've got to kind of get behind the ball and go forward, and he did overrun the ball as it came back towards the playing surface.
Kind of mix that in with it's that time of day where the sun's going down and not as easy to pick up the baseball at the moment.
Yeah, the lights really haven't taken effect.
Scott Arthur trying to bunt his way on. It's a 1-2 count. Tough sky.
It is.
Certainly a pretty one. Nice night for baseball. This is in the air. Shallow center field. Barnes calls for it and makes the grab. A&M goes silently in the 5th. The Aggies have the lead 2-0. 6th inning coming up.
Feeding a hungry family is tough enough. Until I started using this particular seasoning. But be careful, baby. This stuff changes people. You gotta stay focused, baby.
Slap Your Mama Cajun Seasoning, the true taste of Cajun. Slap it, eat it, love it.
Lo más sobresaliente del deporte mundial está en SportsCenter.
¡Arranca SportsCenter! Bienvenidos a esta edición de SportsCenter.
Un sábado impresionante.
Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara enfrentarán a las Águilas del América. Solo uno pudo ser campeón.
La mejor cobertura de tus deportes favoritos.
¡Bandazo de derecha! ¡Qué golazo!
Tu dosis perfecta de noticias y entretenimiento. Todas las noches, SportsCenter en ESPN Deportes.
Feeding a hungry family is tough enough. Until I started using this particular seasoning. But be careful, baby. This stuff changes people. You gotta stay focused, baby.
Slap Your Mama Cajun Seasoning, the true taste of Cajun. Slap it, eat it, love it.
You know those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
In the grip of back or arthritis pain, Break the grip with odor-free Aspercream. Powerful medicine clinically proven to relieve muscle and joint pain fast with no odor. So all you notice is relief. Aspercream. Break the grip of pain.
The Aggies lead as we head to the 6th inning. A&M 40 home games this year. They're about to close out season number 1 at Bluebell Park.
Well, it's far and away exceeded my expectations and my dreams. And, you know, I could talk for the next hour and a half about all the people that deserve thank yous, from the donors to the, you know, the architects to Skanska Construction to all the subcontractors that made so many sacrifices to not only get us a new stadium, but to get us one that's going to stand the test of time. There's people talking all around the country as to how great our stadium is. The teams that come in here just go on, and they don't even get the opportunity, a lot of them, just to see what we have from a baseball operations standpoint. It's just such a humbling honor to get up every morning and have an opportunity to come to work in such a special, special place that I feel like is one of the best places in the country, if not the best.
Barrett Barnes bunts his way on to start the top of the 6th. Scott Lejeune will hit.
Back to Rob's comments, one of the things to me as an old Aggie baseball player was the time and dedication he put into a wall that's really a timeline from the early days of Aggie baseball. Bo Bell, Tom Chandler, Mark Johnson.
That's a base knock, couple of hits to start the 6th for Texas Tech.
But Rob has come in and embraced the history and tradition of Texas A&M baseball and really has taken it to new levels. As you mentioned, the NCAA championship history and getting to Omaha, and really it's been neat to watch he and Mark Johnson interact. Mark retiring after coaching at Texas A&M and Sam Houston State, still comes out to the ballpark, and the two are fine gentlemen and outstanding coaches.
That ball hit Barnes and skips into center field. That'll go down as an E1, and Barnes is at third base.
What Texas Tech looking for is to get on the board. And Barnes getting that lead and pickoff attempt hits Barnes in the rib cage and carries him into short center field. Bratson coming in. Now runners at the corners and no outs.
Bo Altobelli at the plate. Troy Stein directing the defense.
A&M defensively looking for that double play ball on the infield.
First pitch to Altobelli. That's a call strike. Altobelli has flown out twice tonight. But he's got Barnes at third and Lejeune at first. 2-0, the Aggies lead. They're trying to hang on to that advantage in the top of 6. Inside for a ball.
Outfield fairly deep with that wind blowing out.
Waka from the stretch. 1-1 is low. Both teams have struggled when they've had their chances. Hence the low-scoring ball game. Waka the 2-1. It's foul. Even the count on the Texas Tech catcher, Bo Altobelli. Came into tonight with a .354 average.
June there at first base, 4 of 8 in stolen base department.
Here's the 2-2. It's fisted foul. When we talked to Coach Rob Childress earlier from the dugout, he mentioned that Texas Tech is an offensive team. They're not going to go down silently, and they've been fighting off some 2-strike pitches tonight.
Really good approach at the plate by the Red Raiders.
That's foul as well.
But there's a great case in point. Really fooled on the pitch, and fighting it off, managing to foul it off and remain alive at the plate. And once again, now you're getting into the 6th inning, and that pitch count will start creeping up there for Michael Wacha.
From the stretch, another 2-2 to Bo Altobelli. That's in the air, right field. And Naquin, he's got a big arm. Will they test it? Yes, it looks like they will. No, they won't. Barnes started to break for the plate, and then he held up. 1 out.
Wisely held up. You see the Naquin position on the line. Strike.
Time and time again, he's done it.
One of the reasons why he will be a high draft pick next year. He runs well, hits with a little bit of power, but that big arm out in right field, he will probably play a good while at that next level.
We had to start the night. When we initially received lineups, Naquin was in center field. Chance Bolserick listed in right, but again, that late switch just minutes before first pitch. Cray Bratson in for Bolserick in the lineup, and Cray Bratson plays center. Naquin back to his usual right field. That's a ground ball past the diving Mikey Reynolds. Texas Tech gets on the board. RBI single for Stephen Hagan.
Going back up the middle. Yeah, going back up the middle. Hagan had the great at bat in the 4th and got the walk. Just staying within yourself, going right back up the middle of the field. RBI single just past the diving Mikey Reynolds.
3 hits this inning for Texas Tech, and now Proudfoot to the plate, who doubled his last time up. That's a call strike. Scott Lejeune at second base, Hagan at first, Proudfoot the hitter. A 2-1 Aggie lead. Top of 6 from Olsen Field at Bluebell Park.
I believe that's pitch 100.
Lifted him into shallow center, and it looked for a moment like Scott Arthur may have trouble with that. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out.
Well, once again, that if the ball gets above the stadium, it's going to carry a little bit. You see Arthur and just keeps going with it. Brings it in. Arthur's dad, one of the original 12th man kickoff team members on the Aggie football team. Uncle that was All-American center for R.C. Slocum, Mike Arthur. A lot of Aggies in that family.
Maroon in that blood. Jordan Lopez, he's 0 for 2. But Lopez, to end the top of the 4th, hit a ground ball that looked like it might get through and score a run or 2 for Tech. But he was robbed due to Scott Arthur at second base. Turned him away and ended the inning, kept Tech off the board. Since then, the Raiders have scratched one. They've done that here in the top of the 6th. 6 hits tonight for Tech, 5 for A&M. The Aggies have committed an error. None for Tech. 1-1 pitch. That's hard hit and past Mikey Reynolds. Coming home trying to tie the ball game. That throw is over the head of the catcher, Troy Stein, and Texas Tech has tied it 2-2. And the Raiders have runners on second and third base. 4th single of the inning.
Nice clutch hitting. Reynolds trying to backhand it. Not able to come up with it. With 2 outs, you're off at the crack of the bat. And the throw from left fielder Wood, as you mentioned, high and above the head of Stein. We got a pinch hitter stepping in here, number 7 for the Red Raiders.
That's Kevin Whitehead. 250 coming into this game. He'll hit for Brennan Moore. So Tech has tied it. They're threatening to take the lead. 2 outs, top of the 6th. And a couple of Raiders in scoring position.
Wacha's pitch count now up over 100 pitches, and so that's going right to plan for Coach Spencer and the Red Raiders, wanting to get into the A&M bullpen. Hot, humid night that Wacha probably could go 120 pitches or so.
It's in the dirt. Troy Stein the block. Whitehead in the ball game for Brennan Moore. Hits from the left side. 1-0 pitch. That's a call strike, 1-1. So at third, it's Stephen Hagan. At second, Jordan Lopez. Wacha from the stretch with a couple of runners in scoring position. Excuse me, from the windup. It's on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
That activity in the Texas Tech bullpen.
Whitehead steps back in, kind of crowding the plate. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. But Texas Tech ties the game. 2 runs on 4 hits in that inning. We're even.
Lo más sobresaliente del deporte mundial está en SportsCenter.
¡Arranca SportsCenter! Bienvenidos a esta edición de SportsCenter.
Un sábado impresionante.
Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara enfrentarán a las Águilas del América. Solo uno pudo ser campeón.
La mejor cobertura de tus deportes favoritos.
¡Bombazo de derecha! ¿Quién golazo?
Tu dosis perfecta de noticias y entretenimiento. Todas las noches, SportsCenter en ESPN Deportes.
You know those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
Ordinary rubs don't always work on my arthritis.
Try Capsaicin HP. Purified Capsaicin penetrates deep, blocking pain signals for hours. It's powerful relief you can trust. Feeling better?
Feeling great.
Capsaicin HP. Take the pain out of arthritis.
You know those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
In the grip of back or arthritis pain, break the grip with odor-free Aspercream. Powerful medicine clinically proven to relieve muscle and joint pain fast with no odor. So all you notice is relief. Aspercream. Break the grip of pain.
Here's a look at Sunday's college baseball schedule on CST. Action starts at 10 a.m. Central with tape-delayed coverage of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. That's the Bedlam series. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Southern face off live at 1, followed by Vanderbilt and Tennessee in an SEC tape-delayed event. And to wrap up the day, we bring you more of our same-day delay broadcast of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State at 8 p.m. For the full schedule, log on to CoxSportsTV.com. Texas Tech has fired back at the Aggies. They got a couple of runs in the top of the 6th. We're tied at 2. New left fielder for the Red Raiders is Nick Hanslick. Brennan Moore started out there. He was pinch hit for in the top of 6. Kevin Whitehead hit. He struck out, and now it's Hanslick in left for the Red Raiders. Tyler Naquin, the batter, to start off this frame, and he will bounce out to the pitcher.
Neely doing a good job mixing his pitches, and right there Naquin out in front of it just nubbed it right back to Neely. Underhanded toss to first base, and got one of the hottest hitters for the A&M lineup out. A good way to start the inning for the Red Raiders.
Jacob House up. Call strike. Hanslick, he was down 2-0 headed to the 4th inning, and the first 2 men in that frame for A&M singled. He has since retired 6 straight and allowed his team to even the ball game at a couple of runs apiece. House now with a 2-1 count. John Neely, the pitcher for Texas Tech, he's kind of settled in and retired 6 Aggies in a row. Inside for a ball. 3-1.
Key thing, throwing strikes, letting defense work behind you. Not overpowering stuff, but A&M having a hard time with it.
The 3-1 from Neely, and he walks Jacob House.
Not mistaken, the first walk of the game. Neely hit the leadoff batter Mikey Reynolds, but other than that, no other free passes.
Matt Yingle will come to the plate. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times to left field. In the first inning, it was caught. In the fourth, landed for a single. House, not a lot of speed at first base, and he does not get much of a lead. John Neely will throw over there. So again, Neely, I'd say through the first 3+ innings, struggled a little bit with the Aggie lineup. And now has done a good job of keeping his Red Raiders in the ball game.
As you mentioned, just kind of settling into a little rhythm.
Yingle with a chopped ball at third base. That's in fair territory, and they've thrown the ball away. House will move to third base. Yingle at second. That will be an E5, first error of the game by the Red Raiders on the chopped ground ball off the bat of Matt Yingle. Reed Redmond's throw goes awry.
Right over the top of it, the high bounder in fair territory, and Redmond's throw tails into the runner, Yingle. See right here, tough play because Redmond, if you let the ball land, does it kick foul? Felt like he had to make the play, but his throw carried into the runner running down the first base line. Now runners at second and third, 1 out, tie ball game. One of those clutch situations.
Troy Stein, he's 2 for 2. He is 11 for his last 17 at bats. He's got a 6-game hit streak. An Aggie swinging a hot bat at the plate. Runners on second and third. Neely from the stretch, pitch on its way. That's a call strike. He's not been afraid to throw that breaking ball to start off hitters. John Neely, the righty for the Red Raiders.
Mixing his pitches well, and that's what you got to do college level. You can't just rely on one pitch. You got to be able to throw 2 or 3 for strikes.
The 0-1 is outside. Good job by Altabelli, the catcher.
I believe they may have ruled that a base hit in there, or no, E5 all the way. Now they get it.
They put House at third base. Yingle at second. Troy Stein, your hitter. Looking at John Neely, the Red Raider pitcher. Bottom 6, the game is tied. High and tight to Troy Stein.
Not a terrible situation if you do have to, if you were to walk Stein to set up the double play.
2-1 pitch. That's low for a ball. It's 3-1. But behind Stein is Brandon Wood, who is 0 for 2 tonight. I told you earlier that Brandon Wood, kind of a streaky hitter. He was carrying a hot bat throughout parts of this season, but he has not done so as of late. 3-1 pitch. That's a breaking ball. It's a call strike. We go full up to the Aggie catcher, Troy Stein.
Nice location on that breaking pitch, right on the outside corner. If Stein wanted to go after it, fine, but he was not going to be able to do much with that pitch.
Neely from the stretch. The full count offering. Foul ball, look out on the east lawn. So another full count pitch coming. Both runners getting their leads. Neely against Stein, 3-2 pitch again. That is in foul territory, once more toward the east lawn. Barely got over the railing, and a nice catch made by one of the patrons. So we stay 3-2. Stein shrugs the shoulders, steps back in. Neely takes a breath and comes together on the hill. Full count pitch. That is inside for a ball, and he walked him. Second walk of the inning issued by John Neely. Bases are loaded. Brandon Wood to the plate.
If you're in that first base.
Jacob House at third. Matt Yingle at second base. Troy Stein at first. Pinch hitter coming to the plate. This will not be Brandon Wood. Jace Statham will hit for him.
Not a bad move by Rob Childress, getting the left-handed bat against the right-hander, but now you've got a left-hander up in the Tech bullpen, so we'll see a little chess match break out here at Olsen Field.
Dan Spencer, he came out there and gave John Neely a pat on the shoulder, but that is to say, good job, son, your night's over. It's a 2-2 tie in the bottom of the sixth. Pitching change when we come back.
Fopop Prints is your local professional source for all your embroidery, screen printing, and promotional item needs. From custom t-shirts, uniforms, embroidered golf shirts, jackets, and caps, to promotional items such as cups, mugs, pens, and keychains, let Fopop Prints keep your logo and message in front of your customers. Go to fopopprints.com and browse our catalogs or visit our showroom at 620 Papworth Avenue in Metairie. Fopop Prints, we logo anything. Call us today for a free quote at 834-8342.
Calco and Hotard. First in safety, first in luxury.
You know Calco. You see us on the road and all around town. You know us by the quality of our work with an attention to personalized service and our unparalleled commitment to the safety of every passenger. You know us.
Just ask for me, Jonathan Nichols.
Or me, Patrick Martin.
Nationally recognized and locally respected.
Hotard and Calco. Affordable luxury, unparalleled service.
Call today.
Texas A&M and Texas Tech are tied at 2 in the bottom of the sixth. The Aggies have the bases loaded with one out, and AC, that means the Red Raiders will call on Daniel Coulomb.
Coulomb be his seventh appearance. He's made 2 starts thus far. 1-0 record, 2.51 ERA, 14 in the third innings, 13 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, only 7 walks and 20 strikeouts for the left-hander Coulomb. And he is a junior out of Scottsdale, Arizona.
He will face Jace Statham. This is the spot reserved for the 7th hitter in the A&M lineup. It was Brandon Wood. He went 0 for 2. Jace Statham into the ball game. This is a .303 hitter. He's 10 out of 33 this season. 30th game that Statham will have appeared in. He's only started 7. First pitch to him from Coulomb, outside for a ball.
Wanted that Coach Spencer for Tech wanted the left on left here matchup. We'll see what happens.
1-0. That's a call strike, evens the count.
Coulomb fastball 86 to 89 miles an hour, has the curve and a change.
Coulomb going to the windup here with bases loaded. That's a check swing. That pitch got away, but not far enough for House to advance. They will appeal to first base, and they'll tell us that Jay Statham did not go around. It's 2-1.
One of those cases with the three-man crew. Third base umpire is out in the infield. So home plate umpire Randy Bruns appeals to the first base umpire Greg Oros. Said Statham did not go around.
2-1 pitch to the Aggie reserve into the ball game. That's a foul ball. It's 2-2.
One of those momentum times of the game that in that first base dugout, you can seize the momentum by getting out of this jam. If you're in that third base dugout with A&M, you're looking for a hit to break open this tie ball game.
2-2 is a call. Strike three. Got him looking.
Nice breaking pitch on the outer half. Froze the left-handed batter. See it right here, breaking down and across the plate. Great spot. Catcher then moved the mitt. Strike three, ring them up, and 2 away.
Blake Alleman will hit. The Aggies with bases loaded. Alleman's going to have to come through, and that hit him on the front foot. A run scores.
You gotta hate that as Coulomb, that you make a great pitch to get a strikeout, runners, bases loaded, and then the breaking pitch comes down. Karam's off the foot into the right-hander.
Really got him off the knee, closer to the knee. Works the same. 3-2 Aggies. Cray Bratson hits. The A&M center fielder is 0 for 2 tonight. A ball to start his count. Scoring on that hit by pitch was Jacob House. Matt Yingle to third. Troy Stein to second. Blake Alleman now runs at first base. 3-2 the Aggies lead. That's a call strike. It's 1-1. Coulomb, the left-hander. 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Breaking pitch from Coulomb really has A&M batters baffled right now, and Altobelli doing a good job bouncing around back there behind home plate.
Rob Childress looks on. Cray Bratson back in, down in the count. Swing and a miss, and that's the inning. A&M does get a run. They do regain the lead. It's 3-2 Aggies as we head to the 7th.
My name is Ed Pfeiffer, and I'm a friend of Elsie. This would be Elsie right here. I'm part of a cooperative of dairy farmers that makes board and cheese. Morning, ladies. We're proud to be dairy farmers because we put wholesome food on family tables. With a little help.
Wholesome Board and Cheese comes from our cooperative that's 100% farmer-owned. That means 100% of our proceeds go back to American dairy farmers.
So be a friend and look for Elsie.
Lo más sobresaliente del deporte mundial está en SportsCenter.
¡Arranca SportsCenter! Bienvenidos a esta edición de SportsCenter.
Un sábado impresionante.
Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara enfrentarán a las Águilas del América.
Solo uno pudo ser campeón.
La mejor cobertura de tus deportes favoritos.
¡Bombazo de derecha! ¡Qué golazo!
Tu dosis perfecta de noticias y entretenimiento. Todas las noches, SportsCenter en ESPN Deportes.
You know those lucky dogs who have that perfect amount of gray hair that everyone loves? Now you can be one of them. Touch of Gray combs away a little gray without getting rid of it all. Touch of Gray. Get the best of both.
Ordinary rubs don't always work on my arthritis.
Try Capsaicin HP. Purified capsaicin penetrates deep, blocking pain signals for hours. It's powerful relief you can trust. Feeling better?
Feeling great.
Capsaicin HP. Take the pain out of arthritis.
This copyrighted telecast of Texas A&M University baseball may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of Cox Sports Television. Jace Statham came into the ball game an inning ago. He struck out as a pinch hitter. He remains in left field. Both teams with a different left fielder now. Top of the order for Texas Tech, and